Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. In today's recipe, I'm making carrots agrodolce. Now you're probably going, what is agrodolce? Well, that is an Italian word and it means sweet and sour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roast my carrots today, and you could also substitute in beets and maybe parsnips, something like that goes really well with this. And we're going to be cooking these in a sauce that is sweet and sour with vinegar and citrus, and we're going to use the sweet part will be some maple syrup to help counterbalance those flavors. Now, once that comes out of the oven, I'm going to top it with some toasted almonds and feta cheese. And it is really, really delicious, guys. I think you're going to love it. I'm Rockin' Robin, and I'm going to show you how to do it right after this. All right, guys, let's get started and go over our ingredients. First off, we have our carrots. I have about 1.5 pounds here. I've peeled these already, and I'll show you how I'm going to chop them up in just a bit. We'll need some butter. I have my sliced almonds that all you have to do there, guys, is take a small frying pan, put them over medium heat, and just toss them until they get a nice golden brown. Watch them close. I have some feta cheese that's already crumbled, a little bit of maple syrup. Now I'm using 2 types of vinegar here. I'm using a champagne vinegar, as well as a high quality balsamic. The balsamic here in particular, I really like this brand. It is delicious. We'll need some fresh orange juice, fresh lemon juice, a little bit of salt, and some olive oil. Now when I cut up the carrots for my recipe, carrots like this one here, I'm not even gonna cut too much smaller just because I want these to roast in the oven for, a fair amount of time. So with this one, I'll just cut the tip off, and I'll cut it in half. Now for the big ones, I'll just show you a difference. There's quite a bit of difference here in size. I'll cut this probably into 4ths like that. Now these parts are very thick, so I'm going to cut this in half. And that's going to be, closer to this size. So I'll finish trimming these up, and then we'll show you the next step. Now that we have our carrots all prepped up, cut up, and ready to go, now it's time to make our little sauce, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place everything for the sauce in the bowl that we're actually going to bake or roast the carrots in. So we'll add our olive oil. Next goes our champagne vinegar. So now I'm going to add the orange juice. So I'm cutting my orange here, and I'm going to measure the juice into my little tablespoon here. So I'm going to add that in, and just a little extra squeeze. I'm going to do the same with the lemon. I'm going to put twice as much lemon juice as orange juice. And then I'm going to add the butter. I melted the butter, so I'm just going to pour that in, and I'm going to mix this up to combine it. Now you'll notice I haven't added the maple syrup or the balsamic vinegar yet, and that's because that tends to burn in the oven, and I'm not going to add that till a little bit later. Now we're going to add the carrots to the pot. My oven is preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I'm going to start coating this now by just stirring the carrots into the sauce. And once you get all the carrots nicely coated, this goes in the oven, and we're going to check it at 20 minutes. It won't be ready, but we're going to check it. We're going to toss them, coat them some more in the sauce, and then we'll cook it some more. So the carrots have been in here about 40 minutes. Now I did go in and stir them up a bit, went 20 minutes. So you can see here that they're coming along, and I want to test them at this point with a fork. The time that it takes to cook them is going to vary depending on how thick they are, and these are getting there. These are getting soft. They probably need another 15 minutes. At this point, I'm going to add my maple syrup to the dish and the balsamic vinegar. Now I'm going to go ahead and stir that a bit. Like I said, I'm going to let this go another 15 minutes, and we'll check it again. I just took the carrots out of the oven. They were in there for about 50 to 55 minutes. Remember guys, it's gonna vary in terms of how big your carrots are, and even your oven's gonna make a difference too. So anyway, now all we have to do is I'm gonna add just a pinch of salt to this, stir it up, and we're gonna top it off with our feta cheese and almonds. All right guys, I'm gonna take a little taste here. This definitely has that sweet and sour taste to it. You got the roasted carrots, which have some sweetness. You've got the vinegar. It just goes beautiful together, guys. The feta cheese gives it that creaminess that it just melts in your mouth. The almonds give it the crunch. I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this. I know I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to eat it. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you'd like to, there's a link up there and down below the video where you can subscribe. You'll be notified every week when a new video comes out. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I do appreciate it if you share the video. So thanks again for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.